Welcome back. President Abdul Sisi, as we earlier said, have directed the government to intensify the efforts to be able to boost and empower a plan to provide economic sustainability for Egypt in the coming period. And of course, this came during a meeting between President Sisi and Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Bank Governor Hassan Abdullah, Minister of Planning and Economic Development Dr. Haile Said, Minister of International Cooperation Dr. Rania Al-Mashat, and Finance Minister Dr. Mohammed Maid. And with us over that particular topic, we're very delighted to be having with us live over the phone Mr. Abdul Latif Wahba, the political and economic analyst and journalist. Good morning, Mr. Abdul Latif.
Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Fine.
How do you assess the keenness over the Egyptian administration to be able to empower economy and provide the most successful economic plan to provide sustainability in the coming 10 years?
Yeah, of course, you know that President Sisi held a mini meeting with the economic group and also with the ministers of all ministries, especially that is working in the economic sectors. This is, of course, to pave the way for pushing the gross domestic product in Egypt during the current time, and also at the same time they are seeking how to increase the foreign direct investment in Egypt. And you know that during the last period, for example, Egypt, as many countries in the world, suffered from the world crisis, suffered from COVID-19, and also from the Russian Ukrainian war. That is both good and negative effects of the world economy, and also with the economies of the states that have agreed with the and Ukraine at the same time. Since this period, President Sisi asked the government, directed government, to take some precautions and to put a plan to face the economic crisis. And at the same time, if you see the status or the level of this crisis since it began at the end of 2021, they both plan to increase the public or the state public investment, and also to give another group or fighting the private sector. In this crisis, at the same time, as you know, Egypt the state ownership document that is held on how to give.
Mr. Abdul Latif, if you could excuse me, let me interfere here. I think you're breaking up on me. Would you just speak up or stay in a place where you can have some network?
Yes.
Yes, that's fine. Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
You hear me? Okay.
So, please, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. As you know that the Egyptian cabinet, directed by President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi, approved the state ownership document. This is, of course, to give more rule or a strong rule for the private sectors to increase their investment in the Egyptian economy. As you know that the private investment was about 30% from the total allocations for the investment on all the budgets, but now they are trying to increase this investment to about 60 or 70% from the total investment in the Egyptian budget. This is one. And the other one is the government is trying or still exiting from some economic activities, especially in many different companies and so on. And they paved the way for a partnership with the private sectors, with the businessmen, and also with the foreign direct investment at the same time. This is, of course, the main pillar of the Egyptian economy just now. And as you know that during the last period, the government signed many deals that is with the Emirati and the Gulf investors. This deal leads to a direct investment by 35 billion US dollars. And at the same time, as you know that Egypt now amended the exchange rate of dollars and also against the Egyptian pound. They also cut some burdens that were or where the foreign investors are suffering, and they amended many drafts or many laws concerning the economic sectors, concerning the incentives of investment in Egyptian markets, and now the Egyptian economy also has a great portion of foreign currency that is supposed to give the cabinet the power to an equilibrium between the formal exchange rate and the informal in the black market. Now we are not suffering from the process of the foreign currency in Egyptian economy. This is one. On the other hand, as you know that Egypt is trying to clear all the Egyptian ports from commodities and the goods and so on. This is, of course, will help the industrial sectors to onboard their equipment from abroad. and at the same time, Egypt gives a priority for some commodities, especially food animals or animal food, and also medical medicines, and the main commodities like vegetable oils, like wheat and so on. This is, of course, a new pushing for the Egyptian economy. At the same time, as you know, that the Egyptian cabinet is preparing the new budget for the fiscal year 2024 2025. And this is, of course, this budget will be one of the greatest budget in Egypt. As you know, that the Egyptian government allocated about a trillion Egyptian pound for the investment for the state or public investment, and delete the others or the greatest part for the private sectors. And at the same time, now they are estimating how to make a balance between spending and revenue.
Mr. Abdul Latif?
Yes.
If you could speak up, yes, if you could please speak up, stand in a place where you can have some network. Let me also ask you about the importance of securing the successful partnership between the private sector and the government. How important is it for economic sustainability?
Yeah, of course, as you know, that the private sectors have the financial power to invest in all different sectors in Egypt. And according to the state ownership documents, the government will exit from many sectors, leaving it for the private sectors to share, to buy, and to participate at the same time in managing and administrating these sectors. And this is, of course, the chance for the private sectors to play a huge role in the Egyptian economy, and to increase its partnership from the investment annual investment from 30% to 70% during the coming years. This is the aim of the state ownership document. And at the same time, as you know, that Egypt also included another sectors for a partnership with the private sectors, like management of the Egyptian ports that was approved during the last meeting of the cabinet. This is, of course, a great sign that Egypt is liberalizing its economy, trying to push it and trying to make sustainability in gross domestic product.
Right. On that note, Mr. Abdul Latif Wahba, the journalist and economic analyst. Would like to thank you, sir, talking to The Breakfast Show. We're going to go to a short break and we'll come to continue, so stay with us.